A migrant caravan, 2,000 strong, moving north through Mexico to the U.S. southern border, reportedly on its way to El Paso, Texas. We are back now with a panel. Howie, when you talk about optics and messaging, this is not another headache the White House wants to deal with.
Yeah, but it's not dealing with it well. I mean, this has been a disaster for 3 years under the Biden administration. You remember a few weeks ago there was a leak from the White House saying President Biden was considering taking some executive action, some unspecified executive action against the porous border, but he never followed up. I don't understand. He's got the power of the presidency. Even if it got tied up in the courts, he could at least show that he's doing something. That's something an incumbent can do that a challenger cannot do. And if not just a Republican issue or a conservative issue, many big city mayors, as you know, Democrats, New York, Chicago, also very worried about this. And I think it is probably the biggest single vulnerability, other than his age, that the president faces.
I get the sense from the White House that they feel like executive action by the president would take pressure off Congress in some way, and I think that they want to hold it back so that they can get some deal there. But
yeah,
I don't know that any of us think that deal is going to happen. Okay, so a little bit more polling, because I know Philippe wants to talk about this. Who would do a better job in immigration? Our polling this week. Now, I got to tell you, 4 years ago in the midst of the presidential election, Biden had an 8-point advantage. It is now an 18-point advantage for Trump.
I think that's a reflection on the incumbent, and whatever name was in office now would be the one that's being criticized. Because look, there are three things on immigration. One, it's horrible, it's broken, it's untenable. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Democrats shouldn't pretend otherwise, and I don't think the White House or the president does. Two, there's plenty of blame to go around. You said 3 years. This has been going on for 25 years in terms of 12 years of Republicans, 12 years of...
But it's far worse
sorry,
now.
hold on. All right. I'm outnumbered. This isn't outnumbered.
That's a different show.
I know. And, that it wasn't fixed the day that Donald Trump took office. It wasn't broken, didn't break on the day Joe Biden did. Third is where I'm going to get partisan, and you can really jump on me, is...
I'm ready.
One party decided only in February, not even 2 months ago, to vote down the most comprehensive immigration reform in years. That would have put more people on the border, more law enforcement, more agents, more judges. And the Republican House said no. They wouldn't vote yes because they want it as a political cudgel, exactly for the numbers you're saying.
Well, they did also have objections to the substance of the bill as well.
And
It's called compromise.
I'm sorry.
And also, the law would have given the president the authority to close the border.
He has that authority now.
He has that authority now. Trump versus Hawaii ruled that the president has unlimited authority to keep out any aliens that he wants to keep out. Joe Biden has the same laws on the books that Donald Trump and Barack Obama had when Barack Obama was the deporter-in-chief who sent all the illegal immigrants home and got the left angry. He's broken the record for border encounters every single year for 3 years running. This is a Biden problem. And I'll tell you, Philippe, what I don't understand, maybe you can explain to me, is you guys know personally, because you were with Hillary Clinton in 2016, that Donald Trump rode the issue of illegal immigration to the White House in 2016. Why would the Democrats, having seen that happen, when they take back the White House, turn around and unleash the worst border crisis in American history? And think that that's not going to help Donald Trump win the presidency back?
Well, I think, listen to what you just said. There is no reason why they would do that unless they are not of sound mind and body, which shows you how wicked. Well, but that shows you how wicked of a problem it is that you can't just snap your fingers and fix this.
Okay.
You do need added authorities. You do need.
All right, I want to make sure that we get to this other issue that has been bubbling out there the last 48 hours. The White House is recognizing today the president as Transgender Day of Visibility. It happens every March 31st, but it falls on Easter this year. That proclamation was issued on Good Friday, and there are a lot of people upset about that, including Caitlyn Jenner, who puts this on X. I'm absolutely disgusted that Joe Biden has declared the most holy of holy days, a self-proclaimed devout Catholic, as Transgender Day of Visibility. The only thing you should be declaring on this day is he is risen. Well, now we have a statement out this morning from the White House on Easter. The president saying, Jill and I send our warmest wishes to Christians around the world celebrating Easter Sunday. Easter reminds us of the power of hope and the promise of Christ's resurrection. Julia, it goes on from there. But this has gotten a lot of attention.
It's gotten a lot of attention. I think we were talking about this before. The timing of this, with this falling on Easter, obviously a very religious holiday, definitely gives, I think, Christian conservatives, religious conservatives, definitely some material material to work with going after the president on this. But at the same time, I think you're seeing the president walk this very fine line of wanting to obviously acknowledge Easter, but at the same time, there's a lot of people, particularly on the left, his Democratic base, who feel strongly about recognizing the transgender community, Transgender Day of Visibility. And if he were not to recognize this, that could lead to some backlash.
The fact that the President Biden is a Catholic church-going man, and the idea that he would desecrate Easter as the Trump campaign is charging, he has no control of it. It has always been March 31st. Now, could they have skipped the proclamation? Would that have been better politics? Probably. But I think to some extent, a lot of the coverage is leaving out the fact that he doesn't control the holiday.
Karine Jean-Pierre's Twitter feed this morning, nothing about Easter, but on Transgender Day of Visibility, the Biden-Harris administration honors the extraordinary courage and contributions of transgender Americans. Look, Joe Biden is a Catholic president. He's also the president who just sent his vice president to be the first vice president in history to visit an abortion clinic. You know, the Democrat position used to be that abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. It was a necessary evil. Now that this is a Catholic president whose administration celebrates abortion. So it's in the context of these anti-Christian policies that why people are so angry
It's hard
about
to
this.
see how selling Bibles is celebrating Christian values. And that's not Joe Biden that I'm taking a shot at.
All right, panel, I think that's a good place to leave.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.